Dogecoin is going to make you wildly rich. Yeah, that's right. You can go ahead and ride the Doge train all the way to becoming, a lot of people, at least, millionaires from this. I'm going to show you right here exactly why I'm so confident that your investment in Dogecoin right now is not just going to pay off a little bit, but pay off so much to the point that it will be life-changing for a lot of people. It's exciting to think about, and keep in mind, I'm saying this as someone who's been in Dogecoin since well under half a penny, as someone who predicted it from the beginning, as the first person ever to make videos on Dogecoin on YouTube, the first Dogecoin influencer who made that a full-time thing ever. And so I know a thing or two about what to predict when it comes to Dogecoin, and what we're expecting just in the short term is wildly remarkable. But before we get into that, I do want to show this as well. We are right now in the midst of a massive buy party with MoonPot, which is the cryptocurrency that we just launched. It's a project based off of no team tokens, agreed free approach. I don't even have one of the top wallets. I'm not even in the top 5. No one on the team is in the top 5 in terms of wallets. And so the way this is set up, it's everyone's crypto. There is basically no owner here. All it is just the best chance, I believe, to really see a massive investment take off in really the near short term. It's a lot of fun to watch it, but we just inserted, it was just inserted into the JackPot balance. 3,598 is currently the JackPot balance. A bunch of money was just inserted into it. And because of that, there's a massively higher chance than usual of winning a really big jackpot if you do invest just 0.1 BNB, around 35 bucks. If you invest it right now into the project, then you have the ability to see yourself winning this jackpot. Over 200,000 Doge has already been distributed. That right there is what it pays out in. It pays out in BSC Dogecoin. And so if you want to participate, you have only a matter of minutes left until this jackpot likely pays out by the time you're watching this video. So if you want to participate, it's really easy. I have a video showing exactly how to buy BSC tokens. It only takes 35 bucks to enter into it, and you have a chance to win 3,598. It's actually going to go all the way up to 3,769. That's when the jackpot will pay out. And so it's going to be really fun to watch that. But take a look at this. You can see this is what we're predicting for the crypto market over the coming years, scaling into a multi-trillion-dollar market. It's already over $1 trillion right now, with just every single crypto combined. Bitcoin itself around 400 billion. We are expecting the multi-trillions for it, which, here's the prediction. By 2030, and ARK Invest actually put some of their traders, Kathy Wood, I think, has made a lot of mistakes and it's not necessarily the best, but ARK Invest as a whole does have some pretty smart people within their firm. And one of them put this together, this prediction. So you can see 285,000 by 2030. That is the bearish prediction. So if you are willing to hold crypto over the next decade, and keep in mind, we're expecting massive spikes way before the next decade's over, especially for Dogecoin. But if you're willing to hold crypto for the next decade, you have close to 100% chance of getting significantly wealthier from it. And if we do see the upside, the base case, 682,000 versus 1.4 million, that's just the price of Bitcoin. At that point, Dogecoin, which is significantly better in multiple ways and also has Elon Musk on board, will be so much higher than it is now. It's going to see a massive increase that's way larger than Bitcoin is even capable of. You can see 1.4 million, 682,000 base case, and this is based on 7 things. You can see Bitcoin use case, corporate treasury, cash and equivalents, saying it's going to have around maybe 5% bullish, remittance asset, 10% base, 5% bear, 25% bullish. Then we have, of course, state treasury, 1%, 5%, so relatively modest for some of those. Then we start to get into a little bit of the bigger ones. Emerging market currency, 10%, 3%, 0.5%. Economic settlement network, 5%, 10%. Then the biggest one at the bottom there, digital gold. Gold, seeing that become a major holder for people who want to be investing in the future, who don't want to have to necessarily buy gold, but want something equivalent, but better. You can buy Bitcoin, you can buy Dogecoin, right? Investment from institutional type players, 6.5, 2.5, 1%. Then we have here, this one, resistant asset, 3%, 5%, economic settlement network, resistant asset, institutional investment, digital gold, emerging market currency, state treasury, remittance asset, and corporate treasury. Those are going to be the 7 big ones we're looking for crypto to expand into it. And if we're optimistic, right, as Dogecoin holders, Dogecoin is going to break into some of those as well. Not just Bitcoin, but if we see Bitcoin alone doing that, that's absolutely massive for this crypto market. Take a look right now. You can see crypto market currently sitting at 1 trillion 90,482,881,164 dollars. That's awesome to see. 41% of that is in Bitcoin, 18.9% is in Ethereum, and the amount in Dogecoin is a few percentage points as well. So Dogecoin does have a decent share of this. It's cool to see, as Dogecoin has been doing well in the last 24 hours, up 2%, nothing crazy, but still not bad to see. And Dogechain as well has seen a nice, since we made a video on it yesterday, when it was in the 18s, now it's back in the 19s, 19.6. So a nice little bump for Dogechain there, which has been doing really well this month. I mean, take a look at that. It absolutely has the potential to go crazy, does Dogechain, as we've seen some nice swings with it. But this is a coin that had this is some of the most steady growth we've ever seen for it. This is a coin that is destined to break down the walls of Dogecoin, because right now a lot of Dogecoin is just sitting there trapped on Robinhood, never being used and never going to be used. But this allows people to easily have a use case for Dogecoin, because you can right now go to dogechain.dog and swap your Dogecoin for wrapped Doge, which then you can use to buy Dogechain and a number of various other projects based off of Dogechain that are using Doge as gas. So literally, you're using Dogecoin as gas in the form of wrapped Doge. It's pretty dang cool how they have this set up, and it has the ability to free so much of what we're seeing in the crypto market right now. I can give you a little bit more of a clear example here, but chains like that are how you get rich. If you invest early in a chain that's going to be massive, you get rich from it. That's how that works. And Dogecoin is massively boosted from it as well, which is one of the reasons I decided to become part of it. I love it. And I want to say doing well. We can see I have a lot of MoonPot tweets there as well. MoonPot, perhaps the most fun BSC token there is, because you have the chance to win a jackpot on a consistent basis. It's really cool how it's built, and the contract does it all. It's an amazing thing. But there's the meme I made. Put this together. Shows release the Doge chain right there, taking down Robinhood and taking all of the Doge out of it to be used for actual use case purposes, rather than just sitting there in Robinhood, not doing anything, not doing jack chain, if you will. But I love that. Look at that. It's awesome meme. I posted that on Twitter today. It's awesome. I mean, it's fun. It's fun. Release the Doge, release the Kraken. You get it. No pun intended with the exchange Kraken. But still, it's a fun thing. North Korea, though, taking away some of that fun. 630 million is the estimate of how much they stole in crypto in 2022 alone. That estimate as high as 1 billion by some other firms. So they've taken a huge chunk of the crypto market. But keep in mind, a lot of people using this to really try to hurt crypto's reputation, try to say crypto's bad, look how much they can take. No, there's two things to keep in mind. Number one, a lot of that is scamming and things like that. A lot of that hacking has now found firewalls that have been put in place to stop it. So there are a lot of things that have been done to prevent that from happening again. So that's the first thing. It was a little bit of a learning curve. The second thing is that was only about a tenth of a percentage point of the entire crypto market. So it's a very small amount. It wasn't like they took an entire 5% or something ridiculously crazy like that. So it's going down. They took a small percentage. I don't think this is at all something you can use to say crypto's done. North Korea was able to hack it too much. Not so fast. There's a lot more to it than what the eye meets. Yes, MoonPot's currently number 2 trending on all of BSC right now. So it's literally one of the top projects that's being looked at. It has the potential to hopefully go crazy. Now, I say hopefully because the whole point of this crypto is not to overpromise anything, not to have team tokens, not to have paid influencers. This is an organic project that will grow on its own, or if people decide to sell, it'll go down. So it's entirely up to the community. There are no major outside forces like these massive people who will get tons of tokens and sell them all instantly. There are no major outside forces in the way of any major thing that can take it down. It just has to be, if the community holds, and there's a lot of people in the community who want to hold, it will moon. If the community sells, it won't. It's that simple. And right now, people seem to be holding this. This really has a chance to take off. It's, like you said, it was number 1 for a little bit, like 30 minutes ago. It's going back and forth between number 1 and number 2. It's awesome to see. It's getting free advertising and publicity by being one of the top trending on all BSC. You love to see it. You love to see this too. I mean, we want crypto not just be successful. We want it to blow out of the water the normal financial instruments that we see now. That's the dream case. That's what we want to see. And Elon Musk is certainly having fun with SpaceX and Starlink. So you can see SpaceX now has Starlink to a huge part of South America. That's pretty dang cool. He also, I mean, that's just a beautiful tweet. Look at that. He just did a dot. Going forward, Twitter will be broadly accepting of different values rather than trying to impose its own specific values on the world. One of the most important things you can possibly see Twitter doing is that for so long, it was extremely biased and didn't actually provide the right information. Now, though, it's able to show you the truth, regardless of if you're a Republican or a Democrat. You can use Twitter to find answers and find the truth. It's on track to become very profitable, which is awesome to see. Investor Day, Master Plan Part 3, the path to fully sustainable energy, the future of Earth will be presented on March 1st. So he has so many big projects he's working on. This man, he said it himself, he's been working 120-hour weeks. I made a tweet that went pretty viral where I basically said, I showed exactly where Elon Musk's mind is at and what he's doing for the world. He could be on a $1 billion yacht in the Bahamas, sipping a strawberry daiquiri, while 120 butlers cater to his every need. Instead, he's living in a 50K house, which he did do some upgrades on it, so that 50K house is worth a little bit more. But he's living in a 50K house, a small house. It's probably worth maybe 100K, 150K by now with the upgrades. But still, nonetheless, he's living in a small house. He could live in a mansion, and he's working 120-hour weeks instead of having 120 butlers. I mean, just think about the mentality you have to have. How many of us can honestly say, you have someone gives you $200 billion, or even $1 billion, even $100 million. Someone gives you that large of an amount of money. How many of us can honestly say we wouldn't spend way more time at the beach or on a yacht, going on a private jet somewhere, relaxing in a hot tub in Aspen or wherever? Like going to LA and buying one of the biggest mansions if you want. Probably personally I wouldn't want to live in California, but maybe you would. Who knows? Like, how many of us can say we wouldn't do all that stuff? Or buy a house in New York, buy a skyrise in New York City. You can do anything you want. He's instead choosing to forgo leisure and spend almost all of his time working. You gotta respect that. It's awesome because it really does make the world a better place. So thank you to Elon Musk for continuing to be so persistent and hardworking for all these causes, including, of course, Dogecoin. Can't forget about that. Anyway, I'm Matt Wallace. Make sure to check in the description and pin comment if you want more information on MoonPot. It's a lot of fun. And I'll see you in the next video.